So AI is taking over everything, and we mean everything. They told us it was unbeatable, that humans were completely finished. We see AI making music, writing entire novels, solving problems that are insanely complex, but the message is clear. AI is here to dominate. But what if I told you that was all wrong? What if, inside the perfect machine, there's a huge embarrassing flaw that only a human can exploit? People said the same thing about chess. Ever since AI beat the world champion in 1997, everyone thought chess was a solved game for computers. Today's best chess AIs, like Stockfish, are monsters of logic that the best human player in the world has zero chance against. Don't even try. Hands down, computers beat the human. But a challenger just showed up. Not a chess AI, but a general purpose AI. You've definitely heard of ChatGPT. And in a couple of recent games, the greatest chess player in history, Magnus Carlsen, just delivered an insane checkmate to AI's ego. These games weren't just about winning, they were a lesson. They showed the massive difference between just calculating and actually understanding, proving that humans still have some crazy moves left. So get this, a story just blew up online that sounds completely fake, but it's 100% real. Even in this AI-generated world we live in, Magnus Carlsen, the 5-time world chess champion and the highest-rated player ever, sits down to play a game against a famous challenger, ChatGPT. He's not in some big tournament. He's just bored while traveling and decides to challenge the most famous AI on the planet. But he adds in a condition with so much confidence, it's almost crazy at this point to challenge a machine. And when we're learning about how just, artificial intelligence has from where it's come to where it is now, he decides he'll win that game without losing a single one of his pieces, whilst also taking every single of the AI pawns. This is a handicap so insane, so over the top, that's not just about winning, it's about winning with so much style that proves a huge point. The game starts. Carlsen slowly starts to crush the AI position. To be fair, the AI plays a pretty good opening and even makes what's called an interesting piece sack. But as the game goes on, the difference in skill becomes insane. Carlsen's moves are a total masterclass while the AI just starts to fall completely apart. It can predict words, but it can't understand the chessboard. After 53 moves, it was over. ChatGPT's position was completely hopeless. So much for thinking AI was it. All that in a bag of chips. It has lost all of its pawns, and every single one of Carlsen's pieces was still on the board, totally untouched. The AI literally gave up. In his screenshot Carlsen posted online, the AI surrendered, saying, "All my pawns are gone. You haven't lost a single piece. You fulfilled your win conditionally perfect. I resign." That was a methodical, clean, and sharp. Well played. The internet went crazy over it. That's why we wanted to bring it up to all of our Perseverance pioneers. This was it. Perfect proof that a human could flawlessly beat the machine, showing off the incredible power of simply human creativity. Because when going back to AI, human creativity beats AI and the machine all day. AI was made to be off of the human brain. So human creativity wins. It's an amazing story, a perfect David versus Goliath of today. But the story gets even crazier when you take just a little bit closer. That viral game was an experiment, but another way was more a chaotic game that shows what it's really like to play chess against AI like this. At a side event in a freestyle chess Grand Slam in Las Vegas in August of this year, just this month, he played ChatGPT again. This time he did it blindfolded with his back to the board while an assistant made his moves and the moves ChatGPT was saying. And this is where the perfect AI image just completely crumbled like a cookie into a total disaster. Unlike a real chess AI like Stockfish, which is built to be a strategic monster, ChatGPT is a language model. It plays chess by guessing the most likely next set of words based on millions of games it's read online. It doesn't know the rules. It just copies the patterns of what humans and people do. Interesting, isn't it? And in this match, the copyright fell apart in the most hilarious way possible. Early in the game, ChatGPT called Carlsen's opening strange, and Carlsen just laughed and agreed a little later. The AI started trying to make illegal moves, like moving pieces to squares that don't even exist, just to see what would happen. Carlsen and his assistant let some of the illegal moves happen to spot check ChatGPT. At one point, the AI called one of Carlsen's moves risky. When Carlsen asked it to explain why, the bot had no idea. Spot checking hallucinations of AI in real time. Realizing that the AI had no clue what was happening, Carlsen went for it. The game was turned into pure chaos. Near the end, the ultimate troll move. Carlsen jokingly moved his king like a knight, and a completely illegal move, and ChatGPT didn't even notice. Instead, it called the move strong. The game ended when Carlsen checkmated the AI by making his queen jump over his own king, another illegal move that AI just accepted. This bizarre, hilarious game tells us something much deeper than the perfect win. It shows that ChatGPT isn't a real opponent. It's just basically a parrot. It absorbs data, it absorbs patterns, but human creativity wins. A system that's great at copying patterns but has zero understanding, playing, it isn't a battle of minds. It's just a way to show how limited these AI models really are. What we're seeing is the massive difference between a specialized AI and a general AI or general use AI. And this is something that's going to define the next 10 years of technology. If you think this look into how AI actually works as crazy as we do here, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. Hit that notification bell. We want to discuss many different stories like this. And just let us know in those comments. Have you ever tried to break an AI or a model? What happened? So, why is it that AI can write a perfect essay, but it's so bad at a game of pure logic like chess? The answer is huge. It's a huge difference between large language models and a real chess engine. A chess AI like Stockfish is an absolute beast at specialized intelligence built for one thing, to crush everyone at chess. It knows the rules because the rules are in its entire universe. It looks at millions of moves a second with insane algorithms to find the best move. When Carlsen talks about an unbeatable chess AI, he's talking about these monsters. And he admits they've made chess better and that he could never, ever win against them. ChatGPT is a whole different animal. It wasn't made to just play chess. It was made to predict the next word in a sentence when you give it a bunch of chess moves. It's not thinking about a strategy. It's looking at its next gigantic database of text from the internet or whatever data file you're using, which has millions of chess games, and it's making a guess about what text, what move should come next. This is why it makes illegal moves. It has no idea what a chessboard is. It doesn't know a pawn can't go backward or a bishop is stuck. It just is following patterns. It knows patterns. This weakness led to one of the most revealing moments of it all. After his perfect 53-move win, Carlsen asked the AI to guess his skill level. PT said his playing was good, that he had patience and tactical awareness. Then it gave its final rating, probably around 1800 to 2000 FIDE for anyone that knows chess. And we had to look up that on the podcast. I had to familiarize myself. This is absolutely hilarious because Magnus' real FIDE rating is over 2800, making him the highest rated player on the planet. A rating of 1800 is like a decent player at a local club or playing with family or friends. But it's not even in the same universe as the greatest of all time, and the AI couldn't even pick that up. So the AI's guess was like a music blogger revealing a secret concert from Mozart, saying he's pretty good and he could probably get a job playing at weddings. This isn't just a small mistake, it's a huge deal. The AI could use the right words like methodical and sharp because it's seen as those words next to good chess moves in its data, but it couldn't understand the level of skill it was seeing. It doesn't have to be the context to know the difference between good and legendary. It can see the words, but it can't hear the music. So I want to put that out there for all of our perseverance pioneers, for anyone that says AI is it and AI is the future. We have to really examine stories like this. So this whole story of Carlsen versus ChatGPT isn't really about chess at all. It's about intelligence, what intelligence actually is. For years, we've been told that AI is the greatest strength. It is insane computing power. And that's what it is. It's insane computing power. And for a specialized chess AI, that's true. But the match against a large language model shows that human advantage isn't just about calculating the moves of what's next. It's about a ton of other skills that AI can't even touch yet. Creativity, intuition, and playing mind games. When Carlsen played ChatGPT, he wasn't just playing chess, he was playing the system. He knew that it was a language model and that he used it to his advantage. His challenge to win without losing a piece wasn't just a show-off to gain followers or to post about. It was a different strategy to make the game so weird, so different from the millions of normal, quote-unquote normal games the AI had been trained on. It would have no idea what to do. He dragged it to a place where its predictions were utterly useless. And this is a uniquely human skill, to understand how your opponent thinks, how an opponent thinks, how it's built, and at creating a strategy that attacks its biggest weakness. A chess engine would just find its best moves. A human grandmaster finds the moves that makes the person or the AI on the other side the most uncomfortable to throw them off their game. Top-level human chess is all about intuition. Grandmasters like Carlsen didn't just calculate moves, they often feel the right move, sensing a weakness, going for the kill on the chessboard, way before a computer can see it. This feeling is something that a general AI just can't do. Not yet, by the way. But ChatGPT say that a single moves were sharp, but it couldn't understand the master plan that tied it all together, putting the pieces together. This is why even as specialized as AIs get, and they're getting better at a faster rate even possible than many can even think. But humans are still the masters of general intelligence. We adapt, we improvise, we read between the lines, and we understand the why behind everything. Or we hope to. We hope to achieve that. We can look at a system and figure out how to break it in a way that's not just smart, but as Carlsen showed us, incredibly entertaining. So what do we actually learn from these games, from this chess game, from ChatGPT versus a world grandmaster at chess? We learn that we're asking the wrong questions about AI. The fear of one super smart AI that will beat us in everything is completely missing the point here. The reality is way more interesting. We are building different kinds of intelligence. There's over 9 types of intelligence. If you study it, there's many types of intelligence. The specialized logic-based power of an AI like Stockfish is one of a kind, an incredible tool that has actually made our own understanding of chess even deeper. These are positive benefits. The word based, pattern matching skill of it like an LLM or a ChatGPT is a whole nother story. It's a powerful assistant and a fun toy, but it's not a strategic thinker. It can tell you what a good chess game looks like, but it can't actually play one. The Grandmaster chess player, Magnus, win over ChatGPT wasn't a win over AI in a sense. It was a win for a very specific type of intelligence, human intelligence. It was a masterclass in wit, creativity, and a deep, intuitive understanding that is so much more than just calculation. Let's just leave that off the table. It's a reminder that in a world full of artificial minds, the ability to think differently, to challenge the rules, and to play with a little bit more of a style is a human superpower. A human, exclusively human superpower. The machines are getting smarter, but this match proved that for now, checkmate still belongs to you and me, the Perseverance pioneers. There's a ghost in the machine, and it has a human face. If you like the content in our episode today, don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope you tune in next week. Thank you.